What's up, guys? This is Jeff with WinBigPicks, and today I'll be breaking down my top four picks for Tuesday, October 7th. I got two for the MLB playoffs and two in the NHL. That's starting up today. But before we dive into that, make sure you hit that like button and hit subscribe because you don't want to miss out on all the winning plays that we've got lined up every single day here. Recapping yesterday, we end up going 1, 2, and 1. The only guy to hit for us was Mahomes on that fantasy score. Cam Little missed for us on those field goals. Xavier Worthy just didn't get those yards. Tyquan Thornton, the other speed guy, he took them all. And then we ended up pushing on Brian Thomas fantasy score. He got exactly 12. Just missed on that too because he hit a Trevor Lawrence hit a long pass to him late in the fourth to end up giving us a push on that one. So 1, 2, and 1, not the best day, but it's always advisable when you're only betting on one or two, 3 games or so, just to go light because if the game script is off in any of them, it can really just screw up all your bets. So despite all that, though, we're able to hit here over on Betr. Again, those daily discounts, most of the time they're working. They always come in handy. Did pair it up with Worthy. Again, always a good idea to use the alt lines or on one or two of your picks just to try to make sure that you at least make some money back. And if you want to try out Betr for yourself, they're giving away a lot of free stuff this week. It continues. Just sign up with our link below and the code WINBIGPICKS. They'll give you a free $10. They'll give you a 100% deposit match up to $200. And then today we get the Jackson Dart free pick for Thursday night's game. Just needs 1 yard to cash that one. And if you want even more value, you send a screenshot of that first deposit over to our email address here. Give you a free month of our VIP picks over on Winnable. Every pick that we post every day, texted right to your phone the second we hit the post button over here. Still got the NFL college season pass if you're just into football. That's discounted for the year. And yeah, every pick up until Super Bowl 60 from Thursday's next game through Super Bowl 60. Text right to your phone. Only 9 of those remaining. So act now. Now on to today. And if you want a free 7-day trial of Outlier, the tool that we use to break down everything, you can get that with the link in the description below. Now, first up, we are taking Carlos Rodon. Less than 4.5 strikeouts. Now, you might be looking at the screen here being like, Les, you got to be insane to take that. But this is the playoffs, and the team he's going up against is the Blue Jays. You want to look at his head-to-head this year versus the Blue Jays? Under in both games. This series, Yankees starters, they've only gone about 3 innings combined. They've struck out 3 batters combined because they're just getting knocked around. The Jays are on fire, and I think that continues tonight. There's no hope for the Yankees in this one. Jays are going to finish off the series, even though it's in New York. Doesn't matter. And I think they do that today. They'll knock around Carlos Rodon. Even if they don't, they are a very tough team to strike out, regardless. If you can see, second least strikeouts all the year, 8th least the last 30 games. And yeah, they haven't been striking out these last 2 games in the playoffs as well. So plus money everywhere. And Carlos Rodon, less than 4.5 strikeouts. We are taking it. Next up, on the other game, Logan Gilbert, we're taking him for more than 6.5 strikeouts. And you look at his last 10, you're like, oh well, he hasn't really hit it that much, but he's going up against the Detroit Tigers, and boy, do they love to strike out. He's faced them twice this year too. He's gone well over this line both times. Detroit in this series has struck out 26 times combined in both games. That's almost half the outs are strikeouts. The series before versus Cleveland, they were striking out about 11 times a game there as well. And I mean, even if you just want to look at for the year, striking out versus righties, third most in the league, 6th most in the last 30. Logan, his K percentage, he's at the top of the league when it comes to strikeouts, 99th percentile there. And again, he's got it done. Just crush this line versus Detroit both games. And I think that happens again today. Not sure how much this line is going to move because I was looking at it yesterday afternoon and it was the same price for the same line. So we'll see how it goes today. If it does bump up to say 7, I'd take it there, 7.5. Just look at the price you're getting for it. But for now, Logan Gilbert more than 6.5 strikeouts. We're on it. Hey, just pausing real quick here, reminding you guys we're teamed up with Wanna Parlay over there. If you sign up with our link in the description below and the code WINBIGPICKS, they'll give you a 100% deposit match up to $250. That's one of the highest I've seen on any app ever. The best thing about Wanna Parlay is they're the only DFS app where you can combine things like team picks with player picks. Things like team totals, spreads, money line, first to score, last to score game to go into overtime, extra innings, stuff like that. It's the only app you could do it on. For example, if you wanted to pick the Florida Panthers to win tonight, combine that up with Carlos Rodon under on the strikeouts. That's the only app you can do that with. So check it out today with our link below. And the free VIP applies to that as well. If you send a screenshot over, get a free month of our VIP picks. Now, back to today. And over in hockey. Hockey finally started up. Not my biggest sport, but there are a couple stats that I do like to bet on. The biggest one being hits. Mostly for the opportunity that you get. Any time on the ice, a hit can happen. And there are some arenas where the stats guy, the official scorer, he gives out hits like candy, and Florida happens to be one of them. We're taking Colton Dutch more than 2.5 hits in this one, and if you look at what he did last year, 16 out of 25, but if you go to the road, 9 out of 11, including once against these very Florida Panthers. Now, I looked at his preseason stats as well, and yes, the preseason is the preseason. But in each game he played in, he was over 2.5 hits there. Looked at where he's going to be slated to play. He's on the third line, so he'll be getting, not the top minutes, but he will be getting, better than fourth line minutes. If you look at what he was getting last year, he ticked up towards the end of the year there in the minutes. He probably should get between 12 and 15 in this one. And that should be more than enough time to lay a few guys out on the ice. So Colton Dutch, more than 2.5 hits. We're taking it. And then, last up, we got old goalie Bob here, Sergei Bobrovsky, taking him for more than 19.5 saves. It's probably at 20.5 now in a lot of places, but if you can get it at 19.5 like I did, definitely do it. And 19.5, it's a bit too low. Now the Blackhawks last year, they had the least shots on goal in the league. It still came out to about 24 a game, doing the math on it. And, first game of the year, they should come out firing, should be looking for something to prove that they're not just the same suck Blackhawks that we've seen for the last, probably since the last time they won a cup, the last 10 years, they just have not been getting it done. They're just caught in that cycle of sucking and drafting. So, Sergei Bobrovsky had more than 19.5. Last year, he had 24 against them. And, I mean, this number is just kind of too low overall, I'd say, to pick up 20 saves in a game. Should not be too hard. Again, the Blackhawks should be trying to fire the puck a bit more than they did last year. So at 19.5, I think that number is just a bit too low. Should be able to get this one done. So Sergei Bobrovsky, more than 19.5 saves. And just showing you guys a bet I locked in already. Did this over on Underdog, taking Gilbert on the strikeouts, Bobrovsky on the saves, Dutch on the hits, trying to 6.9x our money. If you want to sign up there, if you haven't already, just use my code CRAPSY151. Get a little sign-up bonus when you do that. And then if you want even more free money, you can get it from the guys at Pickett You know, it's a great app to track all your picks, see what you've been doing. You can see what we've been doing too. Just look up at Carpsy151 over there, up roughly 280 units since about the last year. They track most of the apps that are out there. So check it out. If you want to download that link below, use the code WINBIGPICKS, and then you just got to sync up any DFS app or sportsbook. They give you $3 to do it, and there's a chance that $3 could be 100. So really, there is nothing to lose on this one. It's free to download, free to get an account over there, and they'll give you free money just to do all that. But you got to use that link below to get it done. And if you want more insights and analysis, you can find me over on Discord too. The link is below. I've teamed up with the guys at Doghouse Picks. You can see everything they're doing over there, plus what I'll be adding as well. Again, the link to that is down below. So that is going to do it for us today. If you haven't already, hit that like button and subscribe. I'll be putting up some VIP picks later on. And we've got more MLB playoff, NHL, and WNBA finals action for tomorrow. So you're not going to want to miss the next video. In the meantime, let's green out tonight. And I will talk to you guys later.